Welcome to our LATAMPaper June 25th. Hope you like it. The topics we are going to talk this month are Latin America's economy and global trade.
Latin America faces a mixed picture: modest regional growth, central banks leaning dovish, agriculture lifting Brazil, and reform-driven Argentina performing strongly. As global uncertainty looms, fiscal discipline and diversified growth will be key. Both the IMF and World Bank have revised Latin America's 2025 GDP forecast downward to around 2.0 to 2.3%, citing trade tensions, weak investment, and tighter financing conditions. Despite inflation rising to 4.42%, the Bank of Mexico is set to implement a fourth consecutive 50 basis point rate cut by June 26th, lowering rates to 8%, a move aimed at offsetting the economy, which narrowly avoided recession and now forecasts just 0.1% growth. Brazil's Q1 GDP rose 2.9%, driven by a bumper agricultural harvest. President Lula is optimistic that continued farm productivity could push overall GDP above the 2.4% government forecast. Global investors are increasingly eyeing Latin America, especially Brazil and Mexico, for their attractive equity valuations and sovereign bond yields. World Bank cut the global growth forecast from 2.7% to 2.3%, citing intensified tariffs and uncertainty, the slowest expansion outside a downturn since 2008. Global trade growth is projected to drop from 3.4% in 2024 to just 1.8% in 2025, while inflation remains elevated at nearly 3%. Nearly 70% of countries across the US, EU, China, and emerging markets saw downward revisions. The bank cautions that another 10-point rise in tariffs could shave an additional 0.5% off global growth and risk triggering market chaos. U.S. growth forecast trimmed to 1.4%, Europe and Japan to just 0.7%, and emerging markets slowed to about 3.8%, with poorest countries struggling. Bottom line, without swift coordination and tariff relief, the forecast warns of deepened headwinds, though recession risk stays below 10%.
Containerboard market in Latin America is behaving better than the rest of the world. Agroboxes is the jewel of the crown. We expect a great high season, especially in South America, where all the box plants are preparing for it. Mexico has a different game since industrial boxes have a low demand. Most of the big players want to enter the agro business, creating more competition. I'm really puzzled by the significant amount of virgin kraft out of the system and nothing changed in the market. We are expecting that more mills will shut down till 2026 in the USA. In recycled grades, we are seeing volumes appearing, worried about low demand during summer in the north. Pulp current market is below cash cost for many producers. This downtrend we think will last a couple of months more. We are seeing a lot of competition in the market to get a position away from China. The biggest news is that Suzano will enter in a joint venture with Kimberly-Clark where they will buy 51% of the shares. This move will create opportunities in the market.
Thank you for watching. See you soon.